Hey guys, welcome back to the Mighty PHI Games in History, and today we are doing an album review. We have lots to go through, and it's actually only just been a couple weeks since we did from the last one, so it's nuts, I tell you, because this, don't go to school stuff, all schools are closed, so I'm just got more time to do stuff, which is more time listening to albums. So yeah, we got a lot of albums to review today, so let's just get straight to it. First things first, we have Kiss Psycho Circus. So this came out in 1998, and some cool. I like it because it's 3D. Can you guys get the effect going, or do I need to? Okay, no, I got it. See, yeah, some cool 3D, and as little sketch says, so I like doing that. But so my dad actually got this in the Netherlands, I think at the airport or something. But there's the track listings on the back. But so this is the first album since 1980 to have Kiss in the makeup. Well, actually, the first album since 1982 to have Kiss the makeup. So about 20 years. It was also the first album to have both Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, the drummer, the guitarist and the drummer, back since 1980. So basically, it's the first time Kiss has all the original members of Kiss have been back since 1980. So also all over this disc you have cool stuff, even inside has some 3D stuff, So this album is amazing. So this was the last album Kiss would release in the 90s, and pretty much the last, I want to say, huge album they had. So I'll give this a 5 out of 5 star review. So how we do the reviewing thing here is 1 is the worst, 5 is the best. So I'll give it a 5. It's a great album. Highly recommend listening to it. Next, I have the Essential Toto. This album came out, and I checked the date, in 2003. I'll check that quick. Yeah, 2003. So this is probably the best Toto greatest hits, other than Toto's greatest hits, which for some odd reason, there actually is none. Toto does not really have greatest hits. And the only ones I could find was Toto's Greatest Hits Africa, and it's almost 90 some bucks. So this is the cheapest one I could find, and it's really good. There's only about 11 songs, but you get the 3 big songs, and the album is pretty good. So I'll probably give this a 4-star review because it has some songs that are just okay, they're slow, but they have some that just rock. So yeah, it has pretty much everything as track listings on the back, if you can see them. Yeah. Okay, oops. Sorry about last time. I thought I forgot to do the rating, but then I remember, oh yeah, I did it. Okay, so now we're back with Kiss. So what I'm doing, so the story is, I have a lot of CDs, my dad has a lot of CDs, and so now I'm listening to I'm listening to him, so from A to Z, and so I'm, listening to one of mine, then listening to my dad's, one of mine, one of my dad's, so my dad's all Kiss, so every other one would be Kiss. Jeez, I'm having hiccups. Also, to tell whose is whose, I put numbers on the back, so know what number it is, plus the year I got this. So I got this in 2018. Oh my gosh, it's almost 2 years old. That's nuts. Okay, so this is Kiss. You wanted the best, you got the best. So this is actually kind of the only thing special about it was it had some kind of live versions of songs, but then it also had a interview with Jay Leno at the end. That was the only thing kind of popular about it, But this guy came out in 1996, so 2 years before Psycho Circus. Inside wise, it's actually kind of actually pretty cool. But this is the actual thing, and this is actually a T-shirt for their Psycho Circus tour. And so yeah, so the case itself is red, so that's why it looks red. But this is actually a T-shirt for the Psycho Circus tour, which my dad actually has. Whoops, I'll get it fixed later. It's also like overall, I'll give this album like you know, like other than the fact it has like like it's like a greatest hit, so I'll just give it like a 3, 2, 1 maybe. Cause it's just like I've heard all the songs, even the songs they have on here, like they don't really have like a lot of the like like it's they have a lot of like older stuff on here, like before like Kiss Destroyer, like probably the 76 Kiss, which it was okay stuff, but yeah. Next we have the Best of Sweet. So now this is an older one, I think. So this guy came out in 1992. This is one of mine, tell by the numbers. But this guy is number 112 and got it last year. And so yeah, overall this album, I was very surprised by how good it actually is. The thing just rocks. It's great. It's a pretty great album. And so if you ever see it, I highly recommend get it. It's a really good album. But inside wise, it's nothing really special compared to the other ones. If I can get it, it has a pretty cool disc and stuff. But there's nothing really special about it, really. I think it's a pretty cool disc, but yeah. So I'll probably give this a 5-star review. Next, we have Kiss Carnival of Souls, and you can tell it's because of a big crack which goes all across that. So Kiss Carnival of Souls, this guy came out in 1997. So that would have been after that. We actually got the order wrong. What do you know? So this is actually way more heavier. So this reminds me more of like Metallica, Iron Maiden kind of stuff. And it's an okay album. I'll probably give it a 3. Overall, it's pretty heavy. It's good. It's kind of okay. And I said I'll give it a 3-star review. And overall, it didn't really do too well. But this was like Kiss, so like, hey, let's so it's like when like Nirvana was big and stuff. Well, kind of after Nirvana was big. And so they're like, hey, and so all like this like kind of speed metal stuff kind of came, things like that. And it's like, hey, let's just, kind of, like dark heavy metal and stuff came. So they're like, hey, let's just go get these songs that we had laying around and just finish them. So that's what they did. They just went and finished the songs. So this was kind of put together really fast kind of thing. This blends in with the background. Oh no. This is the Sun Record Company, the 65th anniversary. This guy came out in 2017. I forgot to do the track listings on the other one, but I'll flip it around. So I said this guy came out in 2017 to celebrate the 65th anniversary of Sun Records. So overall, this is actually a really good album. I was actually surprised I recognized more than I would, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good album. It shows like the roots of rock and stuff. But I was surprised there was no Roy Orbison, even though he went through Sun Records. There's none of him. But most of it was blues anyway, and he don't really have much blues songs. I actually might. I'm trying to remember. I might have a couple. But, okay. So I'll probably overall give this a 5. Okay, next we have Kiss Alive 3. So Kiss Alive, here's the whole story about that. So Kiss Alive, so back in before, it was prior to 1976 Kiss, Destroyer era Kiss, they came out with Kiss Alive. It was actually the album before Destroyer, the best-selling album. And that went huge. I actually have it. Actually have original on vinyl. So this was Kiss Alive, another Kiss. This guy came out in 1993. So you have a 4-year gap between, actually 3-year gap between Kiss albums. So there's nothing new on this album, unlike I think the ones prior to it. So there's nothing new on it. Nothing new was released. But the one thing is, they started with Creatures of the Night, which I don't think... I've been to 3 Kiss concerts and only heard them play that song once. And that song is actually a great song. It's one of my favorites. But I was surprised it doesn't have much of, like, the old stuff. It has a lot of, like, the 80s stuff on it, too. So I was kind of surprised. Like, it doesn't have, like, Love Gun. It has I Was Made for Loving You, but it didn't have Love Gun. I was actually kind of surprised. It didn't have Love Gun or Beth, too. So, and God of Thunder, and they didn't really have a lot of their, like... And they ended with God Gave the Star Spangled Banner, and Rock and Roll Night was number 10. So this is an odd concert, I want to say, because they always usually end with it nowadays, with Rock and Roll Night, and start with Detroit Rock City. So I'm just gonna... So I'll give this a 5-star review. Next we got Photograph, the very best of Ringo Starr. Okay, I like those sunglasses. That's like the first thing. I like that cover. So I said this is one of mine. This is album number 93. Got it last year because I went to actually go see Ringo Starr because I'm a big Beatles fan. So I just wanted, like, hey, what does y'all have? And as right now, I have all of the, like the Beatles. I have all the greatest hits except John's, which I'm working on. I would go out and try to find one, but everything is closed. Let's go. Okay. So there's about 20 songs. This guy came out in 2007. I guess it's actually pretty, like, poppy. I don't want to say it's not pop. And, it's, it has lots of piano, surprisingly. Not much drums, I guess, but like, the songs are really catchy. They're fast-paced. I like them. So I'll probably give this another 5. Don't worry, guys. We're almost done. So now, next we have Kiss Lick It Up. This guy is actually on a way older Kiss album. This guy came out in 1983. This would be Kiss's first time without the makeup. Yeah, it's Kiss Without Makeup. And so, this was actually the first time without makeup. And this is after Ace Frehley and Peter Criss left the band to replace with Eric Carr, who would stay with the band until his death in 1993, I want to say. Yeah, because... his last album was the album, I want to say, Hot in the Shade. Was his last album, and Vinnie Vincent, who was only on there for the Lick It Up album as the guitar player because he does not look he doesn't look too good, and that's probably the best picture I've seen of him. So he was only on there for one album. I think they got into arguments and get along too. So this is the only album he was on. He would later go on his own to start the Vinnie Vincent Invasion, and which I can't even name a song by them. But also he was actually, this is actually his second album, Eric Carr's. He was on the album before Creatures of the Night. He would be known as the Fox just for that one album. And then you have Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. He has been there for the whole time. So overall, this album is actually really good. It was a great comeback from the music from the Elder, which we talked about in a previous video. So you can guys look at that. But like so far, like the first 3 songs are really good. Number 6 is good. And number 10 is good. Those are the ones that I like, and I'm downloaded to my iPod. And And overall, this is a good album. I'm giving this a 5. Alright, next another Kiss. So this is Kiss Asylum, and so as I said, yeah, we saw Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Eric Carr, and if I remember correctly, that is his name is Bruce Kulick, I think. Or was that Mark St. John? They had a couple guitar players. I'm going to look at that quick. If they did they list who Kiss is? They actually don't say who Kiss is. Oh my gosh. Why do you do this to me? What the? Okay. So I'm trying to see if they say, like, Kiss is, you know. But, okay, so that's either Mark St. John or Bruce Kulick. If anyone knows, please put that in the comment section below. So overall, this album is okay. They only had a couple of good songs. Like, I'm only, like, 7 and number 10 were the only good ones. And, well, they're all good. Like, the whole album just rocks. But, I'll stretch my leg out quick. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, so that was actually the only, 2 kind of big songs off of it. And, you know, got, like, MTV playing time, radio time, stuff like that. And overall, it's a pretty okay album, so I'll give it a 4. So now, next we have Kiss Hot in the Shade. This guy came out in 1989. This was Kiss's last album in the 80s. This one, he had 2 really big songs, Rise to It and Forever. Forever was actually the first time since the early 80s that Kiss actually had a song, if I remember, in the top 40 or at number 1. It was one of the 2. And so the whole album is really good. It just rocks. Like, it just rocks. So I'll give this a 5. Okay, I think everyone knows this album cover. This is Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. A very iconic album cover. And I guess back cover too. So this is one of mine. This is number 54. I got in 2018. There's the track listing up there. This guy, I would definitely give a 5-star review. The whole, like I think there's only 2 songs in the album I did not recognize when I first listened to it. But, so it's a great album. Lives up to its, I guess you say, reputation. So this is Ringo Starr's What's My Name. So this is Ringo Starr's brand new album that came out in October. Whoops. So this guy was one of mine. This is I want to say, I don't know if that is 55 or 30, 35. I see that. So this guy came out in 2019. This is actually a really good album. It actually rocks. It's basically what you expect from Ringo Starr, and highly recommend if you like. It's like rock. So it's, you know, elements of piano, you know, some pop stuff in there, but it's really good album. Okay, next we have Kiss Smash Smashes and Hits. So now this was kind of what they did with the album Killers, which was on a previous video. So now so they only had like 1, 2, 3 new songs, with the rest were just it's basically a greatest hits album. The first song, let's just say Something. I can finish that sentence. The top one right there. Was actually it's actually a big song, but Paul Stanley did not like it, so he never performed it. So this, I've also got, this guy came out in 1988. So yeah. So I'll probably give it like 3-star review. Okay, next I have Kiss Revenge. So this guy came out in 1992. This was Kiss's kind of opening to the 90s. The album is really good. And this is actually this also is the first time Eric Carr was not featured on an album. they replaced with that guy, the blonde hair guy right there, Eric Singer, who is now known for being the drummer of Kiss now, who is currently Catman of Kiss. As right now, they had about 3 big songs off of it. They were Unholy, Domino, and I Just Wanna. Oh, and then 4, and God Gave Rock and Roll to You. How did I forget that? So yeah, that was the 4 big songs. So overall, this album's pretty good, and I'll probably give it a 4. Okay, next I have another iconic Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. This guy came out in 1975, and this was Bruce Springsteen's first big album, and which kind of put him up in just popularity and stuff. So overall, yeah, I had a handful of good songs. It's an okay album, but I'll give it a 4. Okay, so our next album we have Rick Springfield, The Snake King. This was number 45. Got it about 2 years ago. So this is, if you don't know who Rick Springfield is, he's the person that says Jesse's Girl. It's probably his most famous song. This was an okay album. It's actually really bluesy, surprisingly, and it has some interesting names. So it was weird. It was kind of different, but it's kind of like put it on the background kind of thing, or sort of play. You know, like if you have like a party or something, or kind of doing some, like getting some stuff done. Put it on the background, let it play. You don't really pay attention to it, really, just kind of have something going on. But I guess like a 2, like a 1. Like it's okay. It has like 2 good songs, but it's kind of weird. Okay, next you have Kiss, Crazy Nights. This guy came out in 1987, and I forgot that Rick Springfield came out in 2018. So here's the track listing. That was right. That is Bruce Kulick. So there's the track listing and everything. So on this, you had about 2-3 big songs. Crazy Nights, My Way is a good one. A Reason to Live, and Turn on the Night. We're probably the 4 big ones. I'll give this album a 5. It's really good. I like it. And yeah. 2 more, guys. Okay, so we have the Scorpions' Icon. Basically, greatest hits. This guy came out in 2010. It's my 42nd one I got. I got it in 2018 is the track listing. This was really good. Getting it 5. It was a great album. I downloaded pretty much the whole thing. And our last album for the day, we have Kiss Analyze. Now, this guy came out in 1984. The big one was number 2. Is literally the only one I even know from this album. Is number 2, Heaven's on Fire, which does actually get radio time on Hair Nation a lot. That is Sirius XM channel number 39. Okay, so tablet's low on battery, so I didn't have enough time to pick the album cover for today. But so if you have any comments, questions, answers to questions, or questions I asked during the video, any complaints, or just comments to anything, like good job, nice video and stuff, put it in the comment section below, and leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!